He's the greatest recruiter in all of sports.
There's a man who makes $70 million while earning just a $2 million salary. If you heard that, would you believe it? A 10-year deal worth $700 million. Shohei Ohtani's contract was once called the biggest in sports history. And now even the team president has admitted, honestly, it was way too cheap. So how does a player making just $2 million a year move an entire franchise and even the whole league, and generate value on the scale of $70 million? In this video, we dive deep into the unbelievable power Shohei Ohtani possesses and uncover the full picture of his true value, the kind that continues to captivate the entire world.
Thank you for being here. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to subscribe.
Just show Ohtani, and the numbers move.
Shohei Ohtani's contract with the Los Angeles Dodgers, a 10-year deal worth $700 million, sent shockwaves across the entire sports world. It wasn't just the size of the money. What truly stunned everyone was the structure of the deal. Out of the total $700 million, most of it will be paid after the contract ends, through a deferred payment system. During his playing years, Ohtani's annual salary was kept at just $2 million. The goal behind this contract was crystal clear. It was about not putting pressure on the team's finances and freeing up limited funds to strengthen the rest of the roster. In other words, he chose to delay his own earnings in order to win. A decision driven by sacrifice, a completely unprecedented strategy where personal loss was used to make the team stronger. And the impact of this Ohtani self-investment on the Dodgers was enormous. With the financial flexibility it created, the team successfully signed elite talents like Yoshinobu Yamamoto and Tyler Glasnow. In just a matter of months, a rotation that people now call the most dominant in baseball was born, and the Dodgers instantly built a roster capable of competing for a world championship. And this extraordinary contract didn't just change roster construction. It also began to influence how players across the league think about where and why they choose to play. One insider from the baseball world put it this way: there are way more players than we expected saying, "I want to play with Ohtani." His presence instantly elevated the Dodgers' brand value. In fact, multiple players have openly said in press conferences and interviews that having Ohtani there was the deciding factor. His influence doesn't stop on the field. He's effectively become the greatest recruiter in the sport. Another MLB insider had this to say: over the past year, baseball's popularity has exploded worldwide. There's no doubt the biggest reason is Ohtani. Not just in the US, but across Asia, Europe, and Latin America, interest from entirely new markets has skyrocketed. He's now the symbol of MLB's global expansion. There's also this striking perspective on his economic impact. The Dodgers pay him $2 million a year, and he generates about $70 million a year in returns. On top of that, he's the greatest recruiter in sports. The value of having someone like that on your team is immeasurable. That's why Shohei Ohtani is widely recognized in the sports business world as a player who delivers returns far beyond his cost. And those effects showed up in the numbers almost immediately. Attendance surged dramatically. At away games especially, stadiums kept selling out simply because people wanted to see Ohtani. His presence has become an economic asset not just for the Dodgers, but even for the teams they play against. The Ohtani effect is just as obvious in merchandise sales. At official Dodgers stores, jerseys, caps, and related items sell out day after day. Online, products bearing the name Ohtani dominate the top sales rankings, making a major contribution to MLB-wide revenue. In the sponsorship space, companies across Asia have been especially aggressive. Japanese and Korean brands continue to sign sponsorship deals with the Dodgers and MLB, clearly signaling one thing: as long as Ohtani is here, this has value. And in media and broadcasting, his impact is overwhelming. Games he pitches draw ratings far higher than standard MLB broadcasts. Just having Ohtani on the field sends advertising value soaring, to the point where promotions built around him have become the norm across the United States. On top of that, attention around Dodgers games has surged across Asian markets, starting with Japan. Social media reactions, viewership numbers, search trends. Across the board, the name Ohtani is what's moving the numbers. In response to this momentum, MLB has begun revising its broadcasting rights fees for Asia, and is now rolling this out as a core growth strategy. In other words, Shohei Ohtani is actively reshaping MLB's entire revenue structure. What's especially fascinating is how opinions have shifted among some American investors, who initially warned that the deal was far too risky right after it was signed. At first, the deferred contract raised concerns. Some feared it would leave the team carrying debt for decades. But now, that narrative has completely flipped. One major financial media outlet recently shared an investor's candid take. Honestly, at first, I thought it was a mistake. But now, I can say without hesitation, there's never been a contract this valuable. Early doubts were wiped away by real numbers. And today, people are going as far as saying, that contract was actually way too cheap. This is an extremely rare situation. Normally, player contracts are evaluated team by team. But Ohtani has become someone who generates profit for the entire league. He's not just changing teams, he's changing the rules of sports business itself. MLB's marketing strategy has transformed dramatically. Promo videos, social media campaigns, league-wide advertising banners. And right at the center of all of it, Shohei Ohtani. Show Ohtani and the numbers move. That has now become the golden rule of MLB marketing.
Ohtani took our sales to 10 times.
In Japan, the men's beauty market has reached a major turning point. The days when beauty was seen as only for women are clearly coming to an end. Since the COVID-19 pandemic, more and more men, across all age groups, have started paying close attention to their skin and overall grooming. As a result, the men's skincare market has grown to more than double its size. Compared to just 10 years ago, there's one figure who perfectly symbolizes this shift. That figure is Shohei Ohtani of the Los Angeles Dodgers. As a two-way superstar, he led his team and achieved a historic back-to-back World Series title, the first in the 21st century. While continuing to captivate the world with his dominant performance, Ohtani is now having an almost unimaginable impact on the beauty market as well. The clearest example is his partnership with cosmetics company KOSE. Ohtani was featured in ads for the company's flagship brand, COSMEDECORTE, promoting its skincare product, the Liposome Advanced Repair Serum. It's a high-performance serum focused on deep hydration, positioned as a luxury item even in its smallest size. Although the product was technically unisex, male users were never a major part of its customer base. That changed dramatically after Ohtani was signed as a brand ambassador in 2023. One moment, in particular, became a turning point. Ohtani posted a photo of his locker on Instagram, and in that seemingly casual snapshot, the serum was clearly visible. That single post sent the product's visibility soaring. As a result, Sales in 2024 rose by roughly 50% compared to 2022 before Ohtani's involvement. And what's more striking is this: the surge was driven by male customers, a demographic no one had originally expected. What's especially symbolic is how things changed during the annual promotional campaigns held from March to May. During this period, the brand rolls out heavy promotion through TV commercials and pop-up events in Omotesando, Tokyo. In 2025, the number of new male customers increased by over 20% compared to 2024. And when measured against 2022, before Ohtani was involved, the figure jumped to more than 10 times higher. And this shift wasn't limited to younger generations. According to KOSE representatives, the most noticeable growth actually came from middle-aged and older men. We want the same product Shohei Ohtani is promoting. That's what many of them said, as a growing number of men began visiting stores and pop-up events specifically because of him. What really set the internet on fire was one particular performance from Ohtani. In the 2025 season, he put on an incredible show: 55 home runs in the regular season and 8 more in the postseason. And after those home runs, he started doing something new: a gesture where he traced around his eyes using his thumb and index finger. It became known as the décolleté pose. Soon, his teammates began copying it one after another, and it quickly turned into a symbol of the Dodgers' unity and chemistry. And here's the key point: that pose originally came from a TV commercial produced by KOSE. A corporate ad turned into an on-field celebration. That celebration then boosted the product's image, which led directly to real purchasing behavior. This kind of cycle was unheard of in traditional cosmetics marketing. A KOSE representative admitted honestly, "We were genuinely surprised by how powerful the effect was." For a product that had very few male users to begin with, the single biggest trigger that expanded that audience was Shohei Ohtani himself. Today, beauty is no longer something special for men. Regardless of age or status, taking care of your skin and maintaining a clean, polished appearance is increasingly tied to work, relationships, and self-confidence. And the person who embodies this shift more naturally than anyone else may be Shohei Ohtani. Standing at the very top of his sport, while quietly showing that taking care of yourself is normal. His influence has gone far beyond baseball. It's now powerful enough to move the entire men's beauty market. Ohtani's impact isn't just about electrifying the stands. He's changing how men think on a fundamental level. Shohei Ohtani has already transcended the idea of being just an individual player. He has become the future of Major League Baseball itself. And from here on, we'll be watching in real time as he continues to create new value in the world of sports. Right now, we are witnesses to a major turning point in sports history.
Thanks for watching all the way through. What did you think? Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and join us as we continue to follow Shohei Ohtani's incredible journey. See you in the next one.